The devil they worried about much more than seeking God's approval.
It is a most peculiar, strange, haunting, fascinating, bizarre, inexplicable object.
Devil's Bible.
During the last battles of the 30 Years' War in July 1648, the city of Prague was looted by the Swedish army. One of the treasures they seized and took back home was a book named Codex Gigas, which has become famous not only for being the largest medieval book in the world, but also for its contents, leading it to be called the Devil's Bible. What sinister secrets lie within the ancient pages of the Devil's Bible? The book is a colossal manuscript from the 13th century shrouded in mystery and speculation. The original tome contained a vast array of medical and magical texts spanning 322 sheets. However, 12 of those pages were ripped out and concealed from the world forever, sparking rumours of apocalyptic knowledge and a deadly curse. Despite a monk's attempt to steal the book and being struck by lightning, the question lingers. What do those missing pages contain, and where are they? Let's start from the beginning and embark on a journey through time and explore the mysterious history of Codex Gigas. Travel back in time to the Middle Ages, where a Benedictine monk is facing one of the most gruesome punishments for breaking his monastic vows, being walled up alive. In a desperate attempt to avoid his fate, he strikes a deal with his captors. If he can write a book in just one night that contains all human knowledge and extols the greatness of God and his monastery, can he be spared from this dreadful end? They agree, knowing that such a feat is impossible, but the monk begins to write with unbridled passion and fervour, and as the night wears on, he realises he cannot finish it alone. In a moment of desperation, he turns to the devil himself for help. In exchange for his soul, Lucifer agrees to assist him in finishing the book. And so, the Codex Gigas is born, complete with an illustration of the devil as a token of gratitude to his unlikely ally. Well, that's the story as it's been told, but we'll investigate to see how accurate it really is. It wasn't long before the book was christened the Devil's Bible, and for good reason. Weighing in at around 75 kilograms and measuring an impressive 92 by 50 centimeters, the Codex Gigas is the largest medieval manuscript ever discovered. The book is made up of an astounding 310 sheets of vellum, each supposedly crafted from the hides of 160 donkeys and calves. Within its pages, the entire Bible can be found, with the exception of the Acts of the Apostles and the Book of Revelation, a saga detailing the ultimate battle between good and evil, God and the devil. The Devil's Bible is a true masterpiece, as it is absolutely flawless. Not a single mistake or correction can be found in its pages. But who is the author behind this marvel? Is it really the work of the monk? No one knows for sure, as there are no other works attributed to this mysterious figure, and even their training and background remain a mystery. By studying the handwriting and illustrations, scholars have determined that it would have taken over 2 decades of non-stop work to complete this mammoth manuscript. However, what's truly baffling is that despite the prolonged duration, the writing and drawings appear to show no signs of aging, almost as if they were created in the mere blink of an eye. The Devil's Bible eventually made its way to Sedlec, and the first record of it shows that it was pawned to the Cistercians of Sedlec. It's believed that the massive book was kept either in the original bone chapel at Kutna Hora or in the nearby Cistercian monastery connected to the Church of Our Lady of Sedlec, which was just 100 metres away. Interestingly, around the same time that the Devil's Bible arrived in Sedlec, a monk is said to have discovered 3 silver rods shaped like the devil's trident in the church's lands. This discovery led to the unearthing of the Osel mine, which soon became the world's largest silver mine, making the town of Kutna Hora one of the wealthiest places in Bohemia, a region in the Czech Republic. 70 years later, as the 13th century drew to a close, the Devil's Bible was retrieved by the Benedictines of Brumov from the Cistercians. It was then safely stored in the library at Brumov from 1477 to 1593. Afterward, in 1594, the book was taken to Prague, where it became the prized possession of the mighty King Rudolf II of Hungary, Croatia and Bohemia, as well as the Archduke of Austria. As a collector of mysterious and rare manuscripts, Rudolf II also possessed the enigmatic Voynich manuscript, adding to the allure of his already impressive collection. Now let's journey ahead to the year 1648, the final year of the 30 Years' War, a devastating conflict that claimed countless lives across Europe, waged over religious and political power. In July of that year, the Swedish army conquered Prague and stumbled upon a remarkable discovery in a nearby monastery. It was this colossal book, so enormous that it took multiple people to lift it. Inside, they found the complete Latin Bible, along with stories from ancient history and a wealth of medical knowledge. Some speculate that this could be the infamous Devil's Bible, penned by a monk in league with the devil himself. What's certain is that it remains the most extensive illuminated manuscript from the Middle Ages, complete with a sinister drawing of the devil lurking within its pages. The Latin term Codex Gigas simply means giant book, and it's an apt name for the beast of a book that it is. Although the exact number of pages is shrouded in mystery due to several pages having gone missing over time, it's believed that there were originally around 322 pages, an impressive achievement for a medieval scribe. However, the legend goes that the entire book was written in just one night, which makes this feat all the more remarkable. With a weight of around 165 pounds or 75 kilograms, it's no surprise that the Swedes who stumbled upon it during the 30-Year War were astounded. This was no ordinary book. In fact, there was nothing like it anywhere in the world. The Devil's Bible is truly a masterpiece, with not only the entire Christian Bible, as mentioned above, but also chapters on history and medicine, as well as instructions on how to repent for one's sins and perform exorcisms. However, the identity of the author has always been a mystery. Although the book is written in Latin, it also includes Hebrew, Greek, and Slavic alphabets, leading historians to wonder if multiple people wrote it. Nevertheless, after careful analysis, most experts agree that it must have been the work of one person, given the consistent handwriting, mood, and illustrations. Considering the incredible amount of time and effort that would have gone into creating such a book, it's probable that the author spent 20 to 30 years working on it tirelessly. Unless, of course, the legends are true and a desperate monk made a sinister pact with the devil to write it in just one night. But who really was this monk? The enigmatic monk known as Herman the Recluse has intrigued scholars and historians for centuries. As the story goes, he was a 13th century monk working in Bohemia, which is now part of the Czech Republic. Given his name and the fact that he was known as a hermit, it's safe to assume that Herman was not a social butterfly. So did he really strike a deal with the devil to complete the massive Codex Gigas in a single night, or did he live up to his name and spend decades secluded away working on the manuscript? It's more likely that Herman spent his entire life crafting the book, considering the life expectancy during that time period. But why did Herman dedicate a whole page to the devil? That remains a mystery. However, if you take a closer look at the manuscript, you'll see that the opposite page portrays a heavenly city, so it could be that Herman was trying to make a statement. Lead a life of sin and you'll meet the devil after you die. But if you live a pure life, heaven awaits you. After the devil illustration, the Codex Gigas offers detailed instructions on how to exorcise the Prince of Darkness from individuals or objects. The Codex Gigas also contained spells for healing the sick and even 2 spells related to summoning the devil. It might sound strange given the book's stance against the devil, but there's a logical explanation. As historians have uncovered, those spells were meant to protect people from the devil, not to invite him over for tea. However, after the book fell into the hands of the Swedish army, they took it as booty to Stockholm, and since 1649 it has been housed in the National Library of Sweden. In 1697, a blazing fire broke out at the royal castle, leaving the National Library in ruins. However, the codex was saved from the fire by being hurled out a window. Although, as mentioned above, the Devil's Bible initially contained 322 sheets, 12 of them are now missing. Some say that when the Codex Gigas was thrown out the burning building, the binding was damaged, causing some pages to go missing. But it's strange that the most popular book in the medieval era was never copied for over 450 years until the fire. Not by the Cistercians, not by the Benedictines, not even by the scribes of Emperor Rudolf II or the Swedes before the fire. So what could those missing pages contain? Various conspiracy theories have circulated, claiming that the contents were too dangerous for the average person to know, such as magic spells and instructions for the apocalypse. However, some experts suggest that the legends surrounding the Codex's creation may be fueling these wild ideas. The Swedish library has a more practical explanation, suggesting that the lost pages may contain the Rule of St. Benedict, a set of guidelines for monastic life. But why were these pages removed in the first place? Some scholars speculate that they were deliberately taken out for mysterious reasons, leading to theories of theft or censorship. Some even believe that the book is cursed and brings misfortune to those who come near it. But despite its dark reputation, the Codex has been sitting safely in the National Library of Sweden for centuries, visited by thousands of people without incident. And to this day, there is no record of what was written in those 12 pages, except for rumours that it contains the Devil's Prayer. What do you think was on those missing pages? Let us know in the comments below.